Hey, this is gonna be a slightly different video than normal because I normally don't post from Horizon, but I do love Horizon. I think Horizon Worlds is a really great place to just build. I'm having so much fun building. I'm working on a little space survival game here. Not done, but I just enjoy building it. However, I want to add a couple more little doodads to it. So in this video, I'm going to try to follow SeeingBlue's instructions for how to create a door that only opens if two people are standing in two separate locations. That is tricky for me. I don't even think I'm gonna be able to do the door opening part because it's so hard. I have an example down here for what I want to achieve. There, I step up here and the door opens. A little laggy there. Not perfect yet, but gonna get there. Anyhow, point is, I want to have a station over here, and I want to have a station over here, and only when there's a person in each station will the door open to reveal the goodies inside. I do not know how to script that, so follow along as I try to figure out how to assemble this script. Now here's the thing, SeeingBlue has been so generous to actually give me the entire script instructions from the beginning. And this video is just made to show what kind of challenges I'm not even sure if I'm intermediary, I would say a beginner like me is going through trying to script in Horizon Worlds. I think sometimes it's kind of easy. Most of the time I find it really hard. So here we go. Let's show you how difficult it is. And when I inevitably fail, not because of SeeingBlue, I want to stress that it's not SeeingBlue. SeeingBlue is great. It's going to be all on me. I'm really grateful for SeeingBlue giving me these instructions. So you can't see it, but I am peeking at my screen through my headset here to see what he has given me. So I notice I'm going to need 4 variables. So I'm going to start with the variables. It seems like every scripting tutorial on Horizon Worlds always starts with variables. I find that kind of boring, so skip ahead if you don't want to watch this part, but I have 4 variables I'm going to make. The first one is called trigger 1. Now, I'm going to assume that that is going to go in one of the triggers that I make, one of the stations for people to open the door, so that makes sense. I also noticed that it is blue in the visual that I have, so that means it's not a number, it's an object. At least I think so. Let's see. Yep, that's the object blue. I think that this blue color means object. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. Alright, and I need to make another one. It's gonna be named trigger 2. And it's also an object. And confirm. We have 2 more variables, and they are both what are these called? Booleans. I'm probably not saying that right. Player on trigger 1, player on trigger 2. Okay, so those are referring to, is this thing happening or not? That's easy enough. I think I understand that. I just have to make them, which is taking some time because typing in here is difficult. There we go. So that's a Boolean, not an object or number. It's a Boolean. I don't think it's a list. All right. Can I copy that? No. Oh, I am seeing the copy thing. I did the duplicate, but nothing is happening. So, ooh, no. It's a feature request. Player on trigger 2. Okay. Also Boolean. Confirm. All right. Here we are. We have done the 4 variables. I think I got them all right. They're all set to false. You can switch between them. So cool. Okay. It's not a long script, but man, I will probably take some time to do it anyways. I'm gonna name this script as well. I'm gonna call it Teamwork Door. I am such a dork. door. And I always like to give some credit here, so we're gonna put it to SeeingBlue. That also means it's possible for me to go and ask later when I get something wrong. So okay, so his script has when world is started, connect trigger 1, triggered enter to local event. Now, I will admit one thing, I did spend about 2 minutes on this before I started recording, and I really struggled finding this thing. I went through every possible category here, but eventually I did find it at the very bottom here. So you don't have to sit through me trying to find it. But this one I've never seen before. Very cool. I'm excited to learn how it works. So in this case, it's connect trigger 1 to trigger entered to local event. Player entered. Okay, interesting. So I do understand that I am meant to drag this trigger over here. And that is because reasons. And then it says connect. I do notice that his script says triggered entered and not trigger enter. Oh, there's several of them here. Is there a trigger entered? Okay, it's I notice it's alphabetical. No, it's only trigger entered or enter. Is that the same? I don't know. We'll find out. Okay. I also noticed that we have another one, but this one is slightly different. So I'm gonna try to duplicate this time. Cool. So all I do is I connect and I flick to the right with my thumbstick to the little duplicate icon here, and that duplicates it for me. Except here I have to switch this to trigger exited. Now these only say trigger exit, not exited. Oh! And it says to local, it doesn't say entered, it says to player entered 1, so let's see if we can find that down here. PPP. So nothing there, so okay. I'm gonna guess then that I'm making those events further down. And maybe I'm even making these things. I think these are events. I don't know if they are. So, okay, but now I have these, so I can quickly double those up. So trigger enter, trigger exit, trigger enter, trigger exit. And then I'm gonna drag over trigger 2 here. Okay, so I'm assuming I'm gonna come back here and change this to trigger entered. Or maybe they changed names. I have heard that at times these things change names as well. We'll find out. Okay. And now I see there's a when coming up here. When player entered. I think maybe that is what's called an event. Like this light blue here is for events. And this is for an action or something. I don't know. When player entered is received with player something. Okay. When player enters is received. I'm gonna go over here. When is received. When an event something something. I'm gonna start at the top here. Oh, maybe it's this one. When is received with, okay. Okay. Oh, I'm already running into trouble. I'm gonna try to just do player entered here. I'm gonna assume that, what does it say, player entered? Oh, that's the one I don't have. Okay, so maybe I'm gonna make that further down and then, or do I write it myself? Oh, new event. Ah, okay. I'm gonna, yeah, when player entered 1, okay. I'm gonna assume that's how I'm supposed to do it. Not payer. This was free advice, thank you, SeeingBlue. Player entered. Sorry about moving the camera all the time, but I have to. Entered 1. Player entered 1. Enter. Confirm. Player entered 1. Ah, okay, and that's probably how I get these up here. So I make my own event. I hope that's the right thing to do. And that's player. Oh man, so I have to make one for everything here. Whoa. He is lowercase. I did uppercase on this. I am gonna assume it doesn't matter because it's something I make. I hope I'm right that the cases of the letters do not matter. Player enter, player enter room. Okay. I also need player exit. I'm sorry for all the 4 viewers of this that you had to watch me make these, but hey, suffer along with me. Player exited. No, player. No. Player. Okay, so it. Okay, now it's fully up. Now it's capped suddenly. Must have hit that. Player exited. 1. Okay. Okay. I'm also gonna enter this one, which is player exited 2. Player exited 2. Now, from what I understand, it doesn't matter what the names are, but you know, you're trying to give yourself a pointer on what is supposed to happen there. Player entered is received with player. So this is supposed to be a green player thing. That's the one I never know. Oh, is this server player? No. Self? No. Oh wait, do I have to? Oh. Okay. Really? Oh, you can just create them. I never knew. I hope this is the right way. That looks like the right way. I did not know you can do that. That is embarrassing. But hey, thank you, SeeingBlue. I've learned something new. Alright, set player on trigger to true. So set that to true. I think that means... Oh, they're actually names. Oh, these are events. These are actions. Ah, I was right. Yay! Okay, so I'm supposed to make an action here that is setting a Boolean to something. Set interaction. Okay. Is this it? Is it that easy? Set player on trigger 1, 2. So I can't change that. So that's probably not it. That was very exciting though. Okay, set simulated gravity interaction, attachable, launch projectile, set to no. Play animation, sound, play visual effects, play asset, assume, set properties, set achievements, spawn assets, no. Okay, I fear I have to go into uncharted territory here. Set. Is it just Boolean? No, I can't do that. Of course I can't. Set. Ah, okay. Set player on trigger 1. Okay, and you're supposed to true. Here I think it's the Boolean output, which is either true or false, and it's supposed to be true. Ah! Okay, oh, and now I'm supposed to do a thing to self. Okay. Send. Is that more to this? Like send an event? Send. I thought I saw like, oh, there it is. Ah, why are the event actions under events? Okay, I guess that makes sense. I have to remember that. There are events under events, or there are actions, because they're dark blue, see? Dark blue. Okay. Let's see here. Send my event. Oh. Clicking out a little bit here. Yep. Send my event. So I'm probably gonna rename that to do a thing. Which, again, I don't think actually matters, but do a thing. Do a thing. Do a thing. You can do it. Oh, where did this one come from? Ooh, look at that. I didn't even notice, but I must have dragged it. I can probably see it in the video later. Do a thing to self with whatever this is. So I notice his mockup says parameters, and this says new parameter. Maybe they changed that to clarify it a bit. And then, oh, the next one is just a repeat, really, but with player 2. So I'm gonna do that and change this to number 2 instead. Let's see here. Oh, player exited 1, okay. But I didn't see that either, did I? Did I not make it yet, or am I just blind? Oh, so I didn't create them when I made them up here. Or did I? Okay. Player exited. Oh my goodness. Player exited 1. Okay, so I'm gonna use the same uppercase and stuff here. Player exited. Ah. Player exited. Player's excited. Player exited. Okay. So when I put them in here, they weren't created in the system, but now I bet you that it's in there. So now it's created. Ah, because this is the event color. This is just a reference to something. So I hope... I do see it here. Ew. Okay. I hope I did that right. Alright, let's see here. There's a final piece here. When player entered 2. Okay. With player on trigger to true to false. Player entered. Okay. Seems like I can just duplicate. Change this to player entered, which is probably not made, right? Of course it's not. So we're gonna player entered to player entered 2. And this one is probably gonna be in the up. So we go to the variables, bring it over here. That is also set to false. Just like, oh, this is one true now. Wait. Oh no, I'm just looking at the wrong things under my hood here. Do a thing. Okay. 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 So I think I got one thing wrong in the previous screen here. Yeah, that's... This one is exit, so this one is going to be false now. Okay. And then we're going to duplicate that one. And this one's going over here, and we're going to also create player. And this is exactly the kind of thing I wish I could do on a desktop. Me having to copy this slowly by peeking over. This is not what it feels like to work in the metaverse to me. And this is where Horizon World is failing me. I need to be able to do this faster. This is taking a long time. And if I could just do this in desktop, bring in the script, and then do my thing here, how much better? How much better that would be for my eyes, too. I just want to build in here. Because building in here is super fun. I can do all sorts of things, you know. It's super easy. I love it. It's great. I can do robots and things, no problem. But I can't do the scripting very efficiently. So I hope I got all that right. Okay, that was my little complaint. Let's okay, there's one final step here, and that is when the event happens. So I'm gonna assume it's like a when. Yeah. When do a thing. And I've made that, yeah. When do a thing is received. And then there's if. Ooh. Oh, we're getting really. It's received if player on trigger and player on. Okay. So I think that is the final piece of the puzzle. Okay. Oh, there's an and. Okay, do I find that in here? I really hope. Oh! No, come on. Oh, really? I was so excited. Like, oh, I'm doing it. Okay. Okay, I can live with that. So player 1 and player 2. If player on trigger 1 and player on trigger 2, both triggers are occupied, do a thing. And what he has done there is what I believe is a comment. Yeah. So it's just, it happens. Okay. Awesome. That's all the stuff according to what he gave me. He's also noting in the chat that, let's see here, connected both triggers, trigger enter trigger events, and redirecting them to my own event, where I toggle a boolean on and off, then immediate check to see if the other boolean is also true, so I can do a thing. You could also connect to the occupied and emptied trigger events, which will work better if you expect multiple people in each trigger. You could also connect to the occupied and trigger. Okay, well, I'm gonna read that when my brain is working. And he also says, and now that I think about it, you actually don't need to send the do a thing event on player exit, since you only care if they are both occupied, not emptied. Haha. Yes. Okay. So that's a if. Then nothing happens. Okay. So I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try something that's very obvious. I'm gonna play. You know what? Do we want to play a sound? Let's play a sound. Play sound on. And clearly, we need to make a variable here, so I'm gonna do a sound. Spund. I'm just going through that quickly since. Okay, and drag like so. Okay. Alright. I'm good. And I just realized I can't test it because it's just me in here. So, okay. If you still want to watch, I'm going to show how I would set this up. And then I will try to find a friend. Let's see here. And I'm gonna see if I can invite someone at the same time. Okay. I don't know, but... Okay. So we have that. Okay. Aha. Teamwork, door. And we need a little sound. Let's try to find a fanfare. Okay, we don't have a fanfare, so these are very okay. What's not a fanfare? A cheer? Enough. Okay. Okay. Oh, when word started, connect, trigger, enter, trigger. Okay. Send a thing to self. How do I connect the two at the same time? I knew I would fail. When player is received, when whirl is started, connect. Okay. When player enter is received by player. When player is received by player. Aha. Okay. So that's the sound. Do a thing is received. What do I? Okay. Okay, maybe they... Oh, maybe we are this advanced. I have seen this. That people just have an object and they put the script on it. So I'm going to turn off visibility and collidability. I've seen that Blender 93 and Shards and other people I worked with, they do this kind of magic. So I'm going to assume that's what I do. That's why you need a thing. Okay. So let's see here. What do we call this? Teamwork door? Teamwork door. Okay. Okay. This is actually pretty promising. Okay, so we're gonna call that trigger 2 and trigger 1. Ha 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 ha! Trigger 1. Trigger 2. And the spoons of the hour is... Come on. Come on. Come on. I know it says spun, but that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, I also can drag it like... Oh, did I just try to do the play button? Okay. Blame me trying to narrate and do the same thing. There we go. Okay, so now you can see they're all connected. Wonderful. Ooh, and I can test it if I do that. Ah! Okay, alright, we're gonna make something we can stand on. One for my invisible friend. And one for me. And I'm gonna make sure I hear this, no matter what. I'm gonna put it to global. I'm gonna do it really loud. And the big moment. SeeingBlue, you are magical. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm gonna put myself on camera and just say it. And I've been having my microphone off the entire time. Excellent. Excellent. I hope it doesn't matter. Anyhow, thank you SeeingBlue. That actually works. I can take it from here. I'm gonna make that door open, and that's gonna be awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, and by the way, if you like this video, SeeingBlue has an event every Thursday at 9 p.m. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's not the real camera. I'm recording this with my Quest. Every Thursday, 9 p.m. I think it's Eastern time. Yep, 9 p.m. Eastern time. He has weekly scripting hour, so check that out. He explains stuff just like I went through it right now, but he actually does it in a proper way, so you will probably learn something. Anyhow, that's all. Success. Yes, it happens again.